round of applause for our fantastic panelists. There we go. Thank you. But where do you see it breaking when platforms do?
Right at the very beginning. And that's one of the issues that a lot of people have. They don't take zero trust seriously. And what they don't realize is that once you work out bugs that have had an opportunity to filter in.
Interesting. I feel like, coming from the technology entrepreneurial space,
I think whether you're an entrepreneur or you're a mid-market or it's transparent and meaningful.
So basically winning it is not going to work.
And in terms of knowledge of the users as well. So, the estimation, so they don't really need to verify the...
Because what's that,
security or the level of information that's being shared, okay? The reason still has to happen in verification between lower level people or between your finance people and your auditors, for example. Funnily enough, let's not talk physical verification, but we had an example, like it or not, geopolitically in the United States, where somebody from the Atlantic ended up on a phone call with our Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, right, and in a whole meeting. Obviously, the level of verification there was very questionable, to put it mildly speaking. And the reason I bring that up is because it really was eye-opening to a lot of different places. And from what we've seen in talking to different companies, verification used to come up 6th or 7th. Now it's in the top 3 every single time in conversation.
I go through that inventory and do this and say, hey, look, if it's the most important data team doing the help desk job, logging into the platform,
is sensitive information, it's important to their users. They should sort of layer that.
Government, they talk about military, police, etc. But some of the most sensitive information belongs in hospitals, doctors, medical centers, right? And somehow, somewhere, if you talk to people, that isn't really directed as much from that standpoint. And I think companies, and it's something that we focus on, but in general, I think have to really take a look at where privacy is important as well, not what kind of privacy is important. I think that clients, the people, just whether it's in the audience or wherever, okay, have become so used to just handing out their information to everyone, they don't realize it's all over the place. But now they're starting to pay attention to that. And circling all the way back to the zero trust thing that we were talking about, okay, now how do you get the genie back in the bottle? And I think that that's something that a lot of people are thinking about, and we as corporations need to think about how we can approach that as well.
Onboarding of platforms, the world of click the box on the terms of end users with your employees when they get onboarded. Hey, this is information that we...
Of training and really giving them what other service providers have. You for sure take it further and really do the analysis and try to implement it in the whatever the needs and how you can work.
Flexibility is the key. Security, flexibility almost never exists.
We need to bring all these back into the process changing rules overall even has to and really take measures of preventing the share tools that it has. It will also give a level for our
AI is down to organizationally trying to and get that security as close.
Now we've had the next step, right? You have AI. Now not only are they looking for information, collecting information, but now you are providing your information. And some people don't realize that, right? And the issue here is that you are handing over in many ways on your own without realizing it, everything about yourself. What people need to realize and companies need to realize, and I'm probably repeating this that others have said 1 billion times, but you have to get it through your head. AI is a tool to be used by individuals. It is not a tool to make individuals do things. Too many people treat it the wrong way, okay? And hence, you know, for some companies it's fantastic. You give them information without them even asking you about it, right? About how you behave, what you do, what you know, things like that. But you know, AI as a tool for a company can be very, very useful, especially if the company treats it where it's literally fed only the information that the company wants to provide it. We keep going back to zero trust, right? Only the information. Thus, it's not getting something from outside all on its own. That is where you can have a lot of benefits to it.
Thank you so much. And thank you to the audience as well.
Thank you.